We finally did it, guys. $10,000. My portfolio has crossed the $10,000 milestone. Unbelievable. Today is Monday, June 8th, 2020. If you're new here, my name is Stan Lopez. Welcome back to my channel. Please consider subscribing. I would love for you guys to join the channel, join the community. If you guys are into investing and finance, this is a channel for you. All right, so let's talk about how my portfolio did today. So if you guys look at this screen, we are currently sitting at $10,730.68. The market is going crazy. We've had consistent gains in the last few days, probably in the last 2 weeks. Nothing but green after green days, and it's remarkable. So I'm very excited to share with you guys the current status of my portfolio and what's been happening in the last 24 hours. So if we take a look at this, we are currently up $386.02 for the day, up 3.81%. I did make two different buys today. I will share with you guys in the moment. I did mention in the last previous video, if you guys want to check that out, I'll link it up in the description below. But I did buy one of those companies today, and I also bought something different. If we take a look, 1 week ago, or in the last week, we've gained $1,520.28. We're up 17% for that. We've also earned $10.39 in dividends. In the last month, we're up $2,057.92. We're up 26.89%, and we've collected so far $40.68 in dividends. If we take a look at the activity today, we did two buys. I bought Stag, which I did mention yesterday in my previous video that this would be a good buy for your dividend portfolio. The reason being is Stag is a commercial real estate REIT. That's what they invest in. I thought it was a good buy today just because the market was green. I don't typically like to buy on green days. I thought it was holding its price around the $29 mark. So we bought $300 worth of shares of Stag, and we got 10.30 shares with an average price at $29.11. We also did purchase Pfizer. I bought $101.01 at $36.41 with 2.77423 shares of Pfizer. I actually averaged down on Pfizer because I was up about $37 or so. So this was an actual, I actually averaged down on that. So if we take a look at this screen right here, based on the new purchases, with the $300 I bought of Stag, we are now getting an extra $14.84 annually with this new purchase. They are actually paying out next month. I believe sometime around July 15th is when the next payout date for Stag is. So that brings us to Pfizer, and I bought $100 worth of Pfizer. Like I said, that gives us another extra $1.05 for the next dividend payout, which won't be for another 2 months just because they did pay out in the beginning of this month. So that brought my portfolio value up with an extra $14.84 for an annual payout. So now with these two extra purchases, my portfolio is up. We are currently up overall unrealized gains 21%, almost, yeah, 21%. Like I said, we finally broke $10,000, which is a huge milestone for me because, you know, I started this portfolio back in January with a few $100. If you guys go back into the video, you guys can see where the journey has started. I'm currently being paid $41.64 on a monthly basis. That's passive income, but that's an average. That's not what I get paid every month, but that's just an overall average based on the annual shares that I'm receiving. So an annual passive of almost $500 for the year, which is great. That's passive income. I don't have to think about that. That's automatically being paid to me if I don't increase any buys on my portfolio if I leave it as is until today. But that's not going to happen because I'm going to be continuing to invest month after month, depending on when I see there's value on buying in the stock market. If we go back to my portfolio here on M1 Finance, we didn't get any new dividend payouts, but we are going to be paid out this week by a few other companies. I was watching a few other YouTubers and seeing what they were being paid out for any pending deposits. I believe we're going to get paid out tomorrow by Chevron and ExxonMobil. So I'm excited for that because those should be a pretty decent size value for deposits, just because we've been holding those stocks for quite a few months now. So now we bought Stag. That's another position that I added to my portfolio. I was currently at 49. Now we are at 50. Today we are up $10,730. That's what I currently have invested. We are still sitting on $1,700 worth of cash. So there is a few other opportunities that I feel will be coming, but not just yet. I was taking a look at my other charts. This particular sheet right here, I look at this 52-week average, right? Everything is in the green. Everything. Just last week there was a few, like probably 5 different stocks that were in the red that were still averaged under 5%, like negative 5%. We didn't buy anything except, I believe it was CenturyLink, when we bought like $9.50 or something like that. But this is very exciting. The market is in the green. It's very healthy. It's healthy so far. I hope that you guys actually added or considered adding those REITs in your portfolio, or you guys at least are watching it, putting it on your watch list, because those REITs pay out on a monthly basis, like I mentioned. If you guys didn't see that video yet, please check it out. I'll link it in the description below, like I mentioned. What stocks are you guys investing in? Please let me know in the comments. That way I can take a look at the stocks that you guys are looking at, and maybe I'll consider buying them as well and adding them to my portfolio. In the real estate portfolio, now that I have these particular stocks, we have 8 holdings. They actually are on the green, except Stag, obviously, because today is the new purchase. But if you guys can see right here, the return on investment that I've been receiving is crazy. SPG, I think my average on that is about $57, and today they closed at $95.50. They've been gaining like crazy in the last few days since the economy has reopened. SPG is Simon Property Group. I did read something about they are suing the Gap. You can see it right here for not paying their rent in the last 3 months. That's unfortunate for the Gap, but you know, business is business. SPG, Simon Property Group, actually owns malls. That's what their niche is in the real estate market. So another company that I've invested in is O Realty. I wanted to add more shares to them, but unfortunately they are up a lot. I don't want to buy them around this price of $64. I feel that it's going to come back down. I think they're a better buy around the $49, $50 mark. I have a feeling that they're going to be pulling back probably in the next few days, if not in a week or two, just because they've just been on a massive tear. They've just been climbing in the last few days. So NRZ is another REIT that I currently own. I have this at an average of $5.75. I do wish I actually had more. They actually have a pretty good dividend yield. It's really high, 18.36%. I think they're still a good value to buy, considering that NRZ had a high of, let's look, because I cannot remember, but NRZ had a high of $17.66. So they're still currently down by almost 50% from the high, and they're up 205% from that low of $2.91. I think they're considerably still a good buy at this price. So if you guys are looking to buy something cheap in the REIT sector, NRZ is another good one that I recommend you guys consider putting into your portfolio as well. They do pay out quarterly. The last time I did get paid from them, let's see what I got paid out. NRZ. So I got paid out $3.01. We also have Welltower, I have IRM, Store, and LTC. So as you can tell, my REIT portfolio is pretty heavily invested in. I do need to spread out my money to the other sectors. I need to give them some more love because, you know, like tech, I only have a few $100 in it. You know, I dumped my Microsoft shares that I had because I thought that, you know, they were at the resistance at the time. But, you know, I am going to consider re-adding into more shares for the tech sector. Bonds, I'm going to keep the same. I'm not too worried about bonds. Utilities, they're up by a little. I think a lot of these stocks right now, they're at basically their weekly and monthly highs. So I'm going to wait for a downturn on the market. They've just been climbing higher and higher, and it's not really a good time to buy a lot of stocks when basically the whole entire market has been climbing for the last few days. So, you know, the market needs to take a break, needs to breathe a little bit, pull back, and then we can look for some more opportunities to get into it. If you are looking to get started in investing, go ahead and create an account with M1 Finance. There is a link below on my description. If you guys sign up with my link, you guys get $10 and I get $10 as well. You guys can also use my link for Robinhood. If you sign up with Robinhood, you guys get a free stock, and so will I. Those are the two platforms that I mainly use in regards to investing, especially with dividend stocks. If you guys do like the content I am providing and this provides value for you, please consider subscribing. Hit that thumbs up button, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next video.